I'm gonna have to censor that. Thanks, kid. Hey, this is Derek from Volition Recording Studios. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to the next music producer react series. So, for those of you that are new, this is a music react series where I listen to music that I'm not familiar with, and the wheel essentially decides what I'll listen to, what era of music I'll be listening to, and stuff like that. And I'll be giving you my perspective from a music producer, engineering perspective in terms of talking about the music, the mix, and just some interesting stuff that I might find in when I actually listen to the music. So if you like that stuff, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you also have maybe a recommendation that I should check out in terms of listening to maybe a particular song or something, and you want to know kind of how, what to hear my 2 cents, I guess, you can leave a comment and we'll go from there. All right, so let's actually get started with our song of the day. So we're going to let our wheel decide what genre I'll be listening to today. So this will be very interesting. All right, so we're going to let our wheel decide what we're going to listen to today. So we're actually going to do the good old spin and decide. Blues. Wow. All right, so we're going to be listening to blues today, and we're going to see what era of blues we're listening to. All right, so let's just see what era of blues we're going to listen to. Okay, so this is kind of relevant, so it's going to be more of a relevant artist from that era. So I'm going to do some research here just because I'm not certain of what some blues artists are. This was a very tough one. I wasn't able to find any artists that strictly just did blues, but we're going to just stick with our faithfulness or what the wheel decide for us, and we'll just stick with it. So I decided to go with something kind of more modern, like the Black Keys. I took a listen to them. Honestly, it's still not quite blues. It's just more of inspirations of blues. Like there's some blues riffs here and there, but it's still kind of more of like a rock pop kind of style of music. So it's not quite traditional blues. Let's kick back, relax, grab a cup of tea, water, coffee. Let's listen to some music and hear my commentary.
Why are we at the playground?
Because I told Patrick we're gonna meet up.
Do I have to play with his son?
Yes.
But he smells like ranch dressing.
And just, I don't know, take a breath or something.
I'm pretty sure we can all relate to that when someone has bad breath.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Hey!
Nice. Okay, one thing I want to note is it's very cool when the music starts. You can hear kind of most of the audio coming from the left, and once the beat dropped, you can hear a stereo sound now. So that's pretty cool. Kind of has more of a reggae riff. So one thing I really liked about the percussion is there's kind of like a triplet feel. So that's really cool. And then like the vocals was a lot more kind of rock like. Very cool. And there's a little bit of saturation in his vocals, I believe. And the guitars sounds as good as it could be. I won't consider that to be blues though. It's kind of closer to like a reggae riff. Yeah. Very cool. I can hear a guitar on the left. Like a more distorted guitar, sorry. Yeah, kind of triplet on the snare. Really like that low bass and with the kind of the guitars right now with this section here. So it's pretty cool. Like, again, I hope so far that you're listening to this, that you're able to hear kind of how where you're able to pick out kind of like a very distinct kind of 60s, 70s era of music. So it's kind of like a modern interpretation of it. So that's kind of what I mean by this isn't quite a blues band. This is more of it's a band taking inspirations from different eras and kind of making this hybrid type of sound where it's like it's kind of familiar in terms of like the vocals kind of is very reminiscent to like Elvis or something like that, 60s. And then we have our percussion, guitars, and riffs that are really reminiscent to like pop music, but then with kind of like a blue, like not quite even blues, I'll say like reggae kind of style to it, pop. And there's this very catchy nature to it. So far, like this, so far with how the mix is done, it's very open, very free, a lot of space. The drums is super big, and then we have our guitars where it's filling out the far left and right, and there's just a lot of space in between. So you can hear a lot of the elements, and it's really sounding great. Now we have the organ.
Maybe we should go break this up.
Okay, that's very cool with that breakdown. There's like it's almost kind of like a drop, and then it just kind of changed gears now. It's almost like we went from 50 now and then we're heading to 100 now. So it's really cool. I really like that change in pace in the beats. Kind of more of a straightforward pop rock kind of progression. Kind of more rock band now.
Living just to keep going just to be sane. All the while I know.
Thanks again, guys. I had to filter that again.
I don't need to get steady. I know just how I feel. Telling you to be
Oh, that's cool.
ready, my dear.
So there's this kind of like I'm not sure if it's a vocoder, but it's really cool. There's kind of like this Vocaloid effect that's going on right now. Very cool. Or like a synthesizer almost. It's like just setting the pace and great clean guitars. Like they're not super crunchy. They're just overly driven, perfect in terms of the tone. So it sounded really good. I really liked how they all of a sudden did a transition into kind of more of a traditional rock band. As like they went from 50, like I said, to 100. They just ditched the blues and jazz kind of like pop-like aesthetics and just kind of went for straightforward rock progressions, kind of pop rock style, where it's catchy and where it's a little bit more powerful on the gain. And it's just really cool. Honestly, I think it's a pretty good song. I can't say anything bad about the production in terms of like, top grade production. Sony, Warner, those are big guys. Like honestly, your music can't sound terrible if you're with them. If they are, then they totally need to fire that engineer. But anyways, so we're going to have a part 2 to this because this is not blues. This is to me almost like a slap across the face because I was expecting some kind of more traditional blues, a genre that just kind of worked well with other things versus being the featured genre. So if you like what you saw today, please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for my part 2 for this blues follow up for this video. I feel like this is not doing justice for blues, and blues does have a very iconic sound to it. All right, I'll be seeing you guys in maybe part 2 or the next video.